Oh, this is cool. Shiny. Oh, hey. We actually now have one. The Rogue Ally. I managed to get this, believe it or not, at Walmart for about 600 bucks. So not bad. Let's take a quick look before I do the unboxing, especially since this will allow me to not only do some stuff with Xbox, but also truly get into some PC gaming finally. So it looks pretty cool. I love the fact that it's doing this. We have, of course, Rogue Ally. We have all this stuff on the back. That's what the thing looks like. Here's one side. Here's the other. It's a big box. It's also heavy and it's really thick. Okay. Now we've got our trusty throwing knife, and you can just make out right there. There's one of the things up there, and probably another set on the other side. So here we go. All right. Safely goes in, and then all right. Step one. There's two. Right. Three. As I understand it, this is the 512 gigabyte system. I still don't know everything about these guys, so I'm really looking forward to this. All right, here we go. We're slowly pulling this off. There we go. One of the things I like is that in the case of the front, you can actually make out that the Rogue, the Xbox, and little trigger things are actually reflective. That's pretty cool. And it looks like it's the same over here too. That's pretty cool. All right, so there's more, and there's another set of folding on each side. All right, that's smart. Got to be really careful. All right, here we go. You should do it. Yep. All right, here we go. All right, there's the top of the box. Oh, okay, that's interesting. All right, so here's the top of the box, and check this out. It goes about that high over, and there's a reason. So there's some stuff at the bottom. We also have this. Gonna need to do a lot of checking on that. That's pretty cool. All right. So we're gonna take that off first. And there she is. That is actually pretty good size too, by the way. Now it says it has a 7-inch screen. I can believe it. And wow, this is they really made sure this thing was packed in well. It's actually heavy duty cardboard. All right. No. All right. Here we go. It's first. Okay. So here we are, covered in plastic. Oh, that's. Hold on. I gotta get the switch. In fact, not just the switch. Okay. We'll also be able to compare it to my Switch 2 and my PlayStation Portal. And technically, the Portal can operate as a handheld in the streaming sense. So if you have like your phone and you have a hotspot, you can actually stream it and use the beta stuff. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we'll be able to compare. So pretty thick. Oh, hold on. So there we go. Basically like a PlayStation 5 controller and stuff. I have that down there. I actually have the charger for this. Pretty cool. We also have volume and other stuff. It's really nice. And as you can see, it's decently thick. All right, we're going to put that. In fact, let's just do a quick compare. So here's the Rogue, and The ROG is actually way thicker than even the PlayStation Portal, so that makes sense. The Portal doesn't, it's pretty nice, but you know, there's that. So pretty cool. All right, we're just gonna put that right there. We've done our basic compare, but here's the big one. Here's the Switch. Look at how thin the Switch is compared to the ROG Ally. They're that's night and day. They are yeah, like this top layer right here where the screen is, that's the thickness of the Switch 2 and the Switch 1. That's freaking huge. Um, wow though. I have noticed though, look at that. The Switch 2 is almost the basic front size without the Joy-Cons attached of that. That's pretty cool. But, you know, it's a much smaller console. This, however, does have a lot more into it, which is pretty cool. So I've been looking forward to this. So let's take a look. We have the stuff on the back, and oh, there's the controller. All right, we have a lot up here. There's the on button. There's some C-type controller ports. And then we have, well, there's really nothing on the bottom. I'm sorry to say. I was kind of expecting that. There's the back. And look at that. It does actually have reflective material right there on that line. So that's pretty cool. I'm a little afraid to take uh, anything off. We also still have to check everything else. And yes, I did do a video. I do actually have the new Joy Cons, the green and the purple. And yes, the purple doesn't look quite the same from real life to the screen. Don't know why. They just do that. Okay. We got a lot in this box too. You can just see it. In fact, check it out. There's still more in the box. This thing's huge. I haven't even seen the instructions yet. All right. All right. That comes out. And there's our charging case and stuff. A little annoying to get out, but that's okay. Right, there's our cable and our charger. That's a thick, meaty boy. And check this out. It's actually got the logo in it, and it's not a USB-C type. This thing's and look here. That's cool. Actual Velcro type. Okay, that's cool. So that's high quality right there. I can just redo that to make it more stable. That's cool. Hey, what else is in here? Gotta be more. Hmm. There's the bottom. Yeah, that's just packaging. All right. This? Oh, I don't think this is packaging. Nope. Here we go. Here's my instructions within this secondary box. Pretty cool. Goes right in like that. And that slides back. And I'll deal with that later. Okay. All right. And where was the he's huge. And I forgot we still have this. And oh, it's a stand. This thing comes with its own stand. A very flimsy stand. But at least it comes with its own stand. It's got styrofoam. I mean, it looks like styrofoam. But that's pretty cool. It has its own stand. So yeah, there's a lot. And this is a big beefy box, so that's pretty cool. Figure out what to do with that later. Okay. Here's my instructions. Like 3 sets. Warranty card. Safety production for your device's battery. Yeah. Here we go. They're not kidding. Okay, so it goes into one of the top cables for that. Okay. Look at me, have something that says UK on here. United Kingdom? Hmm. Okay. 23. Well, it's got the micro card slot. And I just so happen to, I believe, know these things can handle the micro SD cards. And I don't know where my cards are. Shit. Because I got the little extra ones for the Switch, which makes sense. See, it's like right there. Here's volume control. We've got like 2 USB-C types. Here's the on button and stuff. Pretty nice. And remember, this thing actually has you know, um, RGB lights in between each of the sticks and stuff. But it doesn't really have a. Oh, that's actually. Ooh, that feels pretty good, actually. Well, this is good. I got to get the plastic off. Right. Wow, they plastic this thing up. It actually has this thing right here after pulling out of that. All right. Oh, there's a lot coming on. All right, so there she is. It's actually really nice. It feels good too. Hmm. Oh, sweet. And right up there is the headphone jack next to the USB, the power, volume. It's pretty cool. I can also see the screen. I don't know if you can. There you go. Check it out. You can actually see the lines of the screen. Remember, this is about a 7 inch, so it's about my Switch OLED size, and it's a beefy boy. Like I said, that's like it makes sense. Nintendo's kind of made theirs really small and compact in comparison, and this is just beefy. You've got the controllers and stuff. It's really impressive. And again, here is the portal. Here is that. And let's just do a little. Okay, it looks like the portal is maybe about the same size is in terms of length and stuff. So these are big boys. And I know the portal has an 8-inch screen, which is cool. Then we have, of course, my shit. My Switch 2 versus the portal. It's pretty good in the size department. Again, what I mostly want is this for PC gaming, especially on the go, whereas these guys are my primary console. And I am playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. And let's see here. Due to an explosion at Mach Reactor 1, an emergency. Sorry about the reflection. Where understanding and cooperation is appreciated. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. So I am waiting to see what this is going to do. I'm going to plug it in and charge it first before I do anything, including getting it set up. I'll make sure it's got both Steam and Xbox. The only question is, what games am I going to put on it? That's the only part I don't know yet. Um, it would be nice to have The Sims 4, and I definitely want to see if I can get my hands on Coral Island. But the other question is exactly what? Oh, okay. I've not noticed that before, but that's pretty cool. Okay, one final thing before I close the video. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Ah, there we go. Check it out. It's actually got writing in that word, and it's just pretty cool. Look, you can even make out some of the reflections. That's actually cool. So we've got this. I guess your thing with like that. Maybe there's a better stand I can find online, you know. But this is cool. I mean, I love it. The fact that there's even like little back, things. There's plenty of air vents. And it looks like it's got pretty decent speakers right there. I love that ROG and stuff. There's our Xbox thing. I gotta charge it. And basically to get the plastic off of the whoa. How do I get yeah, I got a lot to do. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you later. And happy gaming. Bye.